All right, Murray State head coach Dean Hood. The Racers played number 7 ranked FBS foe Cincinnati last week, 7-7 at halftime. This week, another FBS team. They're going to be at Bowling Green on Saturday afternoon, 4 p.m. Central, ESPN3. So, Coach, just some thoughts on the Racers, and then we'll go into some questions.
Yeah, I mean, it's just the deal that if you focus on 7-7 at halftime, you got no shot of improving. You got no shot of having any chance, against another FBS opponent in Bowling Green. We played well in the first half and then played well in the second. It's a 60-minute game, and got to play 60 minutes every week, whether you're playing somebody in FBS or whether you're playing any OVC team. So you gotta prepare, and you got to play 60 minutes, and we didn't do that.
All right, Coach, if anybody's got any questions, let me know down in the chat, and I will call on you. First question about Cincinnati. Obviously, a top 10 FBS team. So most of the times when we're playing an FBS team, it's probably not a top 10 one. Are they a legitimate top 10 team in your opinion after seeing them?
Well, I don't know. We haven't played any top 10 teams except them, so I don't really have anybody to compare it to. I just know, watching the film, they're really, really good. I haven't watched Ohio State and Alabama and whoever else on film to compare them to. But I mean, they, played some FBS, opponents in the past, and they are really, really good. They're better than any other FBS opponent that I've ever played as an FCS coach.
And then just the second part. So, and it's not ideal to play back-to-back FBS opponents, but you got another one this week. So tell us about a chance to play another one, and then what you've seen from Bowling Green.
Well, first of all, they're very well coached. Scott Loeffler's been a lot of places, a lot of big time places. He knows football. Heck, he was in the NFL. He's been at, Michigan, Florida, Boston College, Virginia Tech. Got a lot of veteran, experienced coaches on their staff. And Terry Malone, the offensive coordinator, Bob Ligashevsky, their special teams coordinator. I mean, so they're got a wealth of knowledge and experience. Veteran coaches, and they're doing a great job as far as fundamentals of the game and coaching their guys schematically. And they've got guys, offense, defense, obviously they're an FBS team. So they've got FBS players, on defense up front, number 9, 56, their defensive front are disruptive, guys in the back end, number 7, a DB who's got 11 tackles, heck of a tackler, linebackers run to the ball, and then offensively quarterbacks, throwing for, I think 250 a game, and they're big. Offensively, that's the deal, is they're big. They've got big receivers, they got athletic tight ends, and they create some issues.
John, I see you have a question. If you want to just unmute yourself and ask, go ahead.
Coach, this is John Wright from the Murray Ledger and Times. What's the overall mood of the team right now? They had to be pretty happy with how they played, but sounds like they also were not very happy with how they finished. Which one of those is dominating the conversation more right now, you think?
Yeah, I think our guys, seems like to me, and hopefully, like I said, if it's not, we don't have a chance to win any Saturday. Every Saturday you're going to play, opponent that can beat you, and this one's no different. So I mean, if our guys' focus is the first half, we're going to get beat. If our focus is the second half, and every single man on our team can improve, then we'll have a chance on Saturday.
On the turnovers that happened, was it more lack of execution or things that Cincinnati did?
It's a little bit of both. We were rushed once. One was a tip ball, one was a great play by them on an out cut. So there's a little bit of both. It was protection needs to be better. Where we throw the ball needs to be better. But they've got some really good players.
It also looked like y'all. I mean, Ritter is a Heisman Trophy candidate. Looked like y'all made him uncomfortable. You got to be taking some pretty good things from that.
Well, first half, yeah, like I said, it was kind of first half, second half. First half offensively, we moved the ball. I mean, we had, I think, 49, 50 plays in the first half and 25 in the second. So, we were moving the ball, keeping the defense off, and the defense was helping themselves by not being on their long, because a lot of 3 and outs, and they were in some bad situations. Field position wise, our defense wasn't in great position. and we held them off, and then second half, it was, not that case. We weren't driving the ball offensively. We weren't getting off on 3 and outs and having drives. And then we weren't coming up big, when they had field position in the second half.
So I got to think going forward, having gone through something like this in Cincinnati, even though it kind of ended bad, you got to have a lot of confidence coming out of this.
Yeah. I mean, anytime that your team's going to improve if they accept the challenge. And I feel like that's the one thing that our kids did. Our guys didn't back it down in any way, shape, or form at any part of the game. So I think when you attack the thing head on and you play good competition, you're going to improve, and the improvement, really is dependent upon, where you made your mistakes or where you were exposed or whatever, that you see that and then you correct it. So I think playing good people is a help to your football team.
That's really all I've got, Kyle.
And then coaching after this week, you obviously have an open date. So you talk bettering yourself by playing better teams. You can get that chance again this week, and then you'll have a week off before you begin conference opponents. Just some thoughts on that, maybe.
Well, off week is always, a hybrid. It's, kind of a mix between, getting a jump on, your next opponent, which is a really good Eastern Illinois team. And so you want to do that, but then at the same time, it's the open date, it's bye week. So you do want to give your guys, some rest and get them healthy. So it's a balance. You do too much rest, you're sluggish coming off the break. If you do too much work, you're tired off the break, and didn't feel like you got a break when you had a chance to get one. And ours is coming in, week 4 of an 11-week season. So we've got to do a good job as coaches and players, understanding that balance.
I guess my final question, I should have asked this earlier. So far this season, the FCS has had tremendous success against the FBS compared to other years. I think it's almost 10 wins now. Just, is there something that's different this year, or is maybe the level between the top FCS teams and FBS teams narrowing? Just any thoughts on that?
Yeah, I really don't have any idea, honestly.
Well, Coach, appreciate your time this morning. Best of luck this weekend, and we'll talk to you next week.
Okay, thanks.
Thanks a lot, Dean.